Hey y'all, Olivia Hermosa from TikTok. If you like those true crimes and verified stories, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button to Petty Tupac TV.
What up, dog? You already know how it go. Make sure you smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what your comment, as long as you comment, you dig. Let's talk about Blade Icewood just a little bit and what he meant to the city. And let's talk about Eminem a little bit, what he meant to the city, or he means to the city, or Big Sean. Those are our three major, well, Big Sean and Eminem, as far as being ever on, it's Big Sean and Eminem. And you got to give honorable mention to Big Hurt. They put on a lot, so on and so forth. A lot of people had their time, but none like those three individuals in the city. Blade Icewood, everybody wanted to do the boss up dance. Everybody wanted to be from 7 Mile. Everybody loved Blade Icewood. Everybody. Boy, would you boss up and get this money? Everybody, come on, man. He meant so much to us. Everybody wanted a Range Rover and some buffs. He had so many classics, man, and been a part of so many projects that was great. My era is more Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That was a classic album. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, years of hard hustling, tussling. I'm just trying to sit up there with rushing them, jigging them, a couple mil in my bank account, plus keep a couple O's of perp in my, y'all. Went crazy. I don't think we'll ever see somebody like him. I like I think his name Demanji, or he remake a lot of his beats, Demon or something like that. Real good rapper. Turned up. He probably the closest thing we got to Blade. We really messed with Vezzo heavy. Vezzo since Money Phone. Every time my line rang, it's 10 for everybody was banging that. West side to east side. It wasn't no west versus east thing. He carried all that. Everybody loved Vez. Everybody loved Vez. Eminem in the streets, you probably never hear his music banging. Outside of that first, I believe it was album, the one with the high, My Name Is Freaking Free. We was amazed when we heard that. We was like, damn, we never heard nothing like this before. Like, he rapping crazy, violent. Like, we ain't never heard, but ever since then, we ain't never. And we can't really name nobody Eminem, like, put on in the city. Because I feel like when you in those type of positions, you got to put somebody on. That solidify your legacy. Like, you know, I know he did the D12 thing, but, like, who did we really get out of that? Proof died. You know, Conniver, Bugs died too. Peace and blessings be upon them. I think his name was Conniver. Like, I forget his name. I think he had like a show in Ferndale we went to. Bro, it had like 20 people in there, and it was all white. Like, who do we have from that Eminem lineage? I know, I mean, you know, Royce. You got Royce. Royce was really popping before the whole M situation, but we don't have no real street representatives. Nobody from each generation. The lineage just ain't great. I mean, you can even fault like Royce for that, like too. Like, who you really put on in super cosign. I'm not just talking about maybe a feature here. Like, I'm talking about who you really put on in cosign. We had rap, like you could you could have reached out to people like Vezzo. Like Vezzo say, we don't know who he is. Nobody knows who he is. He could have reached out to Vezzo, Sada Baby, Dugg. Like, a lot of people was popping, Peasy popping. You could have reached out and pulled them boys up way faster. It took Vez years to get to this point. 12, 13 years to get to this point. Like, CMG status, Motown, that had the $1 million deal. It took them years, prison trips. You could have been saved them boys from the streets and put them on the main stage. But I'm glad to hear it now. You dig what I'm talking about? Glad to hear it now. We don't see Doggy. Don't know who Doggy is. Big Sean, street guy. Nobody really bang his music like that. Maybe at party, maybe your personal time in the car, but I never heard nobody banging a bunch of Big Sean riding around the city top down, or with sounds in the Bourbons, 30s on the Colors. I never heard nobody banging them. It's like, who did he put on? Like I see his homeboys. Hey, bro, you got 20,000. Big Sean got millions and millions. You got 20,000 followers. Maybe put him in position other ways. Maybe it's just not music. I don't know the personal details behind it, but the only artist with Big Sean we know of really is, and it take a select few to really know dude. Now the street guys know what they call him, early Mac. Yeah, I grew up with homie. I remember when he was rapping like philosophical, tropical. Out in the, he had the whole Eminem style, broken hoop, good kid. I was going down that route. His grandmother didn't used to like me around her because I was going down that route from an early age. Early Mac, the only one we really select few of us know. I wish we had somebody from the D like Yo Gotti, Birdman, Diddy. Because when you think of Detroit, what you think of? You think of Trick Trick, of course. Think of Trick Trick. Royce, Shine. Somebody just actively in the headlines all the time. Somebody pulling Angela Simmons. Somebody, Diddy pulling J Lo. Like, I wish we had somebody here like that, man. It's no doubt probably Blaze still be alive right now if we had a Diddy. The scene, the work he was putting in, the foundation he laid, and the influence. It's no doubt Cutter Keys would have been signed to me. There's no doubt the Dope Boys Cash Off would have took off way more than what they did. Shout out them two. I apologize for not mentioning them boys. You find the rappers I named, the three. Oh, excuse me, 2M, Sean. We was banging Dope Boys heavy, Blade Icewood heavy, Rock Bottom heavy, and then it's Vezzo Sada and 429. FW Key, I think it's whatever his name is, Big Key, Big Op. We bang, boy. It's a lot of rappers we out here banging. Cash Kid, heavy, and they not even on like super Eminem type of status, Big Sean type of status, million platinum records, bunch of them. And we bang them way more. That's who the streets respect. I'm just being honest with you. So to answer that question, Blade and the Eminem thing, Blade all day, Hurt, J Nutty, Tango and Cash, Street Lord Juan, Jesse James, K Deezy. We slammed slammed it. To this day, them boys still going in their rotation. Not to the masses, the white people, the suburban people. Yeah, they might bang. You might go out to Livonia and hear somebody banging some Eminem. But in the city, you're not gonna hear that at all. You ain't gonna hear no Big Sean playing, no none of the gangsters gonna be playing none of that stuff, man. Put your boys on, man. Put them on. Some guys out here. I just talked to Andre Norman too. It's funny, man, how life works. A couple inmates told me reach out to Andre Norman. Then another guy said you need to reach out to Andre Norman, see if you get an interview with him. I went and looked at his pages, and I'm like, nah, he ain't gonna respond to me. I never even inboxed him. He hit me up a few days ago. Everything he said, we gonna do, stay in touch, so on and so forth. 3, 4, 5 conversations we done had. Send me some stuff to put on the JPay Tyson inmates. Got programs going on. That's Allah is the best of planners. Allah works in the best way. Just because when I'm thinking about giving it up like that, putting in effort, a lot of things going on, something pop back up and motivate me. You dig what I'm talking about? Gotta stay motivated. Gotta stay moving. It's hard for me to quit these days, but you be damn near wanting to quit and tap out, but you gotta keep pushing. You dig? This big old fire talking to you. Big old fire, love, true peace, freedom.